Baywatch, the iconic show that marked the 90s. A show that follows the lives of lifeguards patrolling the beaches of Los Angeles. Led by the lieutenant lifeguard Mitch Buchanan, played by David Hasselhoff. The show aired from 1989 to 2003 with a total of 243 episodes. The show peaked in global fame between Season 3 and Season 7, when Pamela Anderson, Yasmin Bleeth, and Gina Lee Nolin joined the cast. But my favorite episode is from early Baywatch. From Season 1, Episode 18, Shark Derby. A local businessman and restaurant owner organizes a shark derby contest to see who catches the biggest shark. As a marketing move to attract more clients to his restaurant. He pays two boys to do things that will attract more sharks. They start by throwing fishes and blood into the water. On the beach, lifeguard Craig sees a group of surfers while a shark is approaching them. He jumps on his board and swims to the surfers and takes one of the boy surfers on his board back to safety. The case got some television coverage. And Bucky Allen, the local businessman behind the Shark Derby, uses that incident to get more media coverage to his Shark Derby. Mitch goes out to confront Bucky. He asks him to postpone the contest, because it seems to be an unusual amount of sharks showing up. And Mitch doesn't think it's safe. But Bucky is headstrong about it. And after Mitch leaves, he calls those two boys again. He has a new task for them to do. This time they dive with a drum, where they attach an ultrasound device to attract more sharks. And so they start appearing more and more. After a great discussion with Mitch, his son Hobie also going to participate on the Shark Derby. And it's on! After giving a speech, Bucky Allen starts the contest. And many of the participants cheer. Lifeguards Court and Eddie also going to participate on the Shark Derby. Shawnee is not too happy about it. She doesn't like the killing of the sharks. And so the contestants go out to get some sharks. On the beach, Mitch puts up a sign warning about sharks as he talks to Jill. And then, ending the first day of the contest, the biggest shark catch was from Court and Eddie. On the beach, everything seems normal. It's very crowded. But then Jill sees a shark getting closer to some kids on a boat. She starts screaming, "Shark!" while she approaches the water. The kids now see the shark and are terrified. Jill jumps on the water and starts swimming to them. She goes to catch one of the kids that fell from the boat. The shark is very near. A lifeguard boat comes in with Shawnee, and Jill handles her, the kid. But the shark is very close. Shawnee sees the shark coming in, and she screams in horror. But it's too late, the shark catches Jill. Mitch is swimming to her, while Jill is being dragged in the waters by the shark. Mitch doesn't know what to do, he cannot see her. He finds her buoy, but not Jill. Then the scenario changes, and Jill is in an hospital bed unconscious. The doctor says that she has severe internal injuries. Mitch and Shawnee cannot hide their despair. But unexpectedly, Jill wakes up. Very numb from the medication, but she's speaking. And then outside her quarters, Bucky Allen again on the TV, trying to get even more media coverage of the incident, saying how important it is to get those sharks for this kind of incidents not to happen. Mitch goes out to confront him again. This time, Mitch is way more serious. He threatens him to stop exploiting any kind of incident, and that he suspects that he is doing something to attract way more sharks for his shark derby. Then Mitch prepares a cage to go underwater and investigate. Court and Eddie will go with him. Eddie stays on boat, Mitch and Court dive in the cage. And just as soon as they get underwater, the first shark appears. The sharks start attacking the cage. While underwater, Mitch says he saw at least 20 sharks, and he recorded a sound underwater. As he plays the cassette on his radio, they cannot hear anything, but the sound is there. The radio shows ultrasounds. They now suspect that Bucky Allen is behind these sounds to attract the sharks. Mitch visits Jill. She seems to be better. Mitch and Craig sees the doctor, and the doctor is very optimistic. She says Jill is a very strong woman. The two kids that Bucky paid to put the ultrasound underwater are starting to freak out that they will be found. Bucky hears the conversation and goes with the two kids on a boat to get the device back. And so they go underwater and take the device, while sharks are in the area. Lifeguard boats approaching. Bucky starts screaming for the kids to give them the device. One of the kids throws the device to Bucky, and then Bucky flees, leaving them on the water. One of the boat approaches them and Court gives them a rope. And then, as Bucky speeds up his boat, he falls off the boat while hitting a wave. With many sharks on the water, Mitch makes Bucky confess what he did before taking him out of the water. He confessed that he used the ultrasound to attract the sharks. Back in the hospital, just as Eddie and Craig go to the room to visit Jill, they find an empty bed. And on a corner, Mitch and Shawnee crying. Jill is dead. She didn't survive the wounds. This tragic loss of one of the main characters on the show was something that wasn't too common on action shows of the time, and gave this episode such a dramatic tone that wasn't felt on the early episodes of Baywatch. We then see many images of Jill Riley in her life as a lifeguard, running on the sand, jumping into the sea, patrolling the beaches of Los Angeles. Jill Riley.